Good morning, everybody. It is February 2nd, 2024. Right now it's 8:12 a.m. The market's going to open in 18 minutes. Nasdaq futures contract up here. We had some news come out this morning. We also had some news come out last night after market close, which to me was caused a lot of market volatility. We had earnings for Amazon, Apple, but the big one was Meta. Meta had some really nice news, I guess. I don't know. But we can look over here at CNBC. Um, Meta's shares surged 17% in pre-market. That was actually last night. It surged you know what I mean. That was after market close last night after they reported. One of the big things was that they're going to they're going to issue a dividend. It's going to be big. They're also going to do a buyback. I don't know if that's in 50 billion buyback or something like that. So the stock has absolutely surged. Meta is one of those, I think, hot stocks right now. Um, I was in Meta. I got out at 408. You can look at $408 last night. I just did the buy the rumor, sell the. I just sold the news type thing. It's just a strategy. Someone's gonna comment, I shouldn't do that. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. You do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. And now it's trading at like 460 or something ridiculous. So always having a little bit of not FOMO. What is it, FOMO? No, not FOMO. You know what I mean? Like, I should have held it. There's always that feeling. Whatever. It is what it is. I got my profit on. Made some money. Anyways, Meta's a big hot topic right now. That's why you saw this surge in price. You can see it right here after market close. We're wondering, God, what happened to the Nasdaq? Maybe the Congress passed something. No, Congress didn't pass anything. This is all on earnings. Apple, Amazon, and Meta shot this baby up and brought a bunch of stocks up with it. So we're seeing that now. We're having this. What is causing this? Gosh, NFP. NFP came out this morning. NFP. Before I start spewing what I think are facts, I should probably look at my facts. We can just see our buddy CNBC again. U.S. economy added 350,000 jobs in January, much better than expected. Well, Bear, if it's much better than expected, why is the market going up? I mean, sorry, why is the market going down? Why isn't it going up? Because the Fed needs the market to cool off, or sorry, the economy to cool off so that they can justify cutting interest rates. If the economy stays hot and it just keeps going and growing, they need to slow down, and they're going to do that. If not, we're going to have inflation is going to continue, and they're going to do that by raising interest rates to try to slow it down, or at least hold interest rates. So that's why you're seeing this bearish move here on those numbers. It's also the market is so we have just been in this tear, this bull market, and it's looking for a reason to come down. So we had that here on JP's Jerome Powell's saying that they weren't gonna cut in March, or they're thinking about not cutting in March. He didn't say they weren't going to cut in March. He said that it was not guaranteed they were going to cut in March, and they're going to continue to look at it. So, and then yesterday we saw I think folks finding opportunities that this was just a good price to buy some of these growth stocks. Nvidia, Meta. Probably start names Apple if you're into that. I'm not really Apple. And so what you're seeing here, and then yesterday the earnings, so they're just finding this is a good price, a good pullback, and they're trying to get in on it. We're right here, so let's dive into the technicals now. Clearly on a daily, you can see we're in this up channel. We're down here at this major area of support, which is this channel, which does have a couple touches on it to validate it. It's also the 20 SMA on the daily. One interesting thing, I'll go on a little side note, is there are a ton of people on the YouTube doing this prop firm challenge stuff, recording their trades, doing their analysis, yada yada, whatever. And everybody's got like their own thing that they're doing. It's kind of interesting. There's some people that are way too indicator centric, and I used to be one of those people who was like, I shouldn't use all indicators. I'm smarter than you. My system works. Your system's stupid. You don't really know what price's action is doing, or this, that, or the other thing, or ICT is. I am not an ICT person, so But other people are like ICT strategy, fair value gaps, sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity. These are all, or supply and demand. That's not ICT, but other people are like all into supply and demand. These are all fancy terms that have been around forever, which is kind of like, recoining them, putting a new name on it so that you can sell a course or get people to watch your video, because everybody's always looking for that next, they're looking for the silver bullet. That also goes with the ICT, the silver bullet strategy. So anyways, I use Bollinger Bands because they just give me framework to work in, right? I'm, areas where I think I might want to take profit. So if I'm bullish on this thing and I see this break here, I'm usually trying to take profit here. I'm not trying to hold it forever. And yes, the price went up afterwards. But where would you be getting out at? Right here, right? The break of the support, then you'd be closing out of your trade. And where is that? Right here. So I'm going to leave it there. I could go on all day, but let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Look at these technicals. Yeah, so I mean, this level down here is clearly its major level of support. If it fails there, then you're looking at probably, a move down into this area, and then a move down into this area, maybe even 200 SMA. And I said this before, if it gets through this, then you're going to start to form, lower highs, lower lows, and that'll just form, a channel down. And then if you were looking to go long, you could just buy the break of that descending trend line, take it back up. Intraday trading, though, it is trickier. The price action, even though price action intraday is going to be the same price action as higher time frame. So you could do that like on a 5-minute chart. You could do it on a 1-minute chart if you want to, but I think that those are not going to be as reliable as the higher the time frame you go, the more reliable the price action is going to be. So, you do it on a 1-minute, probably only going to have like a 50-50 chance. If you do it on a daily, it's going to have a higher probability. Let's move down here to the hourly. We can see a nice setup happening here. 5-minute. Into the hourly, fell into this LVN, this low volume node. Low volume node right here. We can see it on the volume profile. And price is just kind of moving through. I would expect that it's going to probably continue to fall down. If it does continue to fall down, you're looking at this area here, 50-ish, I would say. This band's going to that's kind of the support zone down here as well, which you can see. Price was using this clearly as resistance, this resistance zone that we pushed off of it so many times and then finally failed on it. I think JP. No, this was on somebody's earnings. But anyways, you can see how this was just resistance up here, and this may now provide support. We may push down here to the 450-ish area. So I could see that happening. Yeah. You can see that 5-minute, what's setting up. You can see that area's open down here. I wouldn't be surprised if we that move down to 50 to the 5-minute band opening. It is pre-market. Market's going to open in 9 minutes. I don't really trade pre-market. Every once in a while, I'll sit down and be a little eager to jump in on the action, but I don't think today, just because of NFP, that this thing may have overreacted, and you may see a retracement or I don't know, whatever. But I would suspect it's going to find support down here at 450. If it fails at 450 and we start moving down, then you're going to be looking down here at this zone down here, 17,260, 250-ish, down to 200, down to here. So, and then if we see next week, if it gets through this, then you're looking at a decent pullback. And I would honestly say that economic fundamentals are supporting a bull market. It just, price needs to have a healthy pullback every once in a while, and that this would probably be a good opportunity if you had cash on hand to load up on some equities before the next push up. So intraday versus swing trading, it's different. When we're trading these Nasdaq futures, we're looking intraday price action, trying to use key levels, technical analysis on key levels. Technical analysis, I don't know if that makes sense. technical analysis to find key levels, and then use an order flow around those levels to find our trades. And then, of course, we've got some indicators on here, Bollinger Bands and VWAP, just to give us kind of some easy, I don't know what you want to call it, easy something. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It's too early for me. I'm only on my third cup of coffee. I need a few more to really, kick in. Anyways, let's see what happens. Probably, I say it every morning, we'll sit on our hands and see what happens. But I'll try to be as patient as I can with it. I do see this 50 level opening up now. I think if we might be a scalp in here for you, or this might be a liquidity grab. There's going to be some people who are along here. They've got their stops down here. Price may want to hunt out that liquidity. You may see that pop down to 60 or 50, and then it may move up after it does that. What is that? Buy side liquidity or sell side? I can't remember. One of them's buy side, one of them's sell. It's just a liquidity grab. It's just where people put their stops. This is not some new concept. This is just somebody putting some term onto it and having you watch a bunch of videos, and then everybody gets to act like they're super smart and throw these terms around and whatever. So I could go on a rant. I got a little fired up on a comment yesterday. I'm gonna try to contain myself. All right, dudes and ladies, let's let the market open. Hopefully, find a setup, and let's see what happens. Okay, guys, thinking about taking a long here. Clearly looks bullish. There's a little low volume node here. I might try to get in on the VWAP retest. Take one here, see if it wants to keep pushing. Stop is here. Take profits up at 80-ish. 2, 81. We just use the top of the band here at 82. Got a level drawn out there. Why? Oh, this is something. This is why I use Bollingers. Now, some people are going to be like, you should hold it up. Maybe we should try to hold this thing up. I try to hold up to 80. I think it's gonna hit some resistance around 600 and like 90. Like when you get around these key psych levels, there's gonna be some profit taking. I don't know. It's gonna keep pushing. Just using this upper band here. We going to go through. I'm gonna close out there. Stocks are just so bullish. We close out there, and this is how I use the bands. Some people are going to be like, I'm kind of fixated on this, like what other people are thinking. This is why putting your trades on YouTube are so hard. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion about it. And I want to hear your opinion. I like to know how you trade. You know what I mean? And like what your success is or what you have found successful. I think it's easy to criticize other people and what they're doing. And I'm guilty of it too, to be honest with you. I mean, I just went on a rant about ICT. I'm guilty of it too. So I guess I need to chill out. Whew, I need to chill out. I think it's going to keep pushing up. We need to wait for a little bit better pullback though. Okay, guys, we're just trying to take a quick scalp here down to 50. Get that move. There it goes. Starting to turn a little bearish here. You can see that price consolidate. You look over here at the 5-minute. You can see we got that nice move up on the open. We began to consolidate. Looked like it was inching up, and now it looks like we're just kind of failing. It just took us a quick scalp as we broke below VWAP. Took it down to the support area, which you've got marked out here. It also kind of corresponds with the middle band on the 5-minute. Key support right here at 40. You can look at Delta. Also took that on Delta, just dropping lower. But I was watching all this price up here thinking like maybe we're going to get another pop up. We've got a big level of resistance up here at 40. Got 2 touches on it up here. You can also see this was pre NFP this morning. This was all the pre-market highs. Maybe just a little bit overextended. It'll be interesting to see what it wants to do right here. If some people are gonna find this a good price to get in and take it up a little bit, or bulls are running out of steam for the weekend and they've given up and taken profit, and we're just gonna get a little bit of a retracement pullback. I don't know, but that was just a quick scalp. Probably gonna wait and see what it wants to do. Right now it's 9:30 Friday. Ugh. Oh. I don't know. You could try to take another one here, but I think you want to see if this level that we've got marked out, if this holds or not. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Hey guys, sorry, I took a quick scalp here. I forgot to hit the record button. Price broke that 20 SMA here on the 1 minute. Should have held this thing up a little bit longer, but I just got in here and just got a quick scalp at like 07, a little bit before, like at 05, this LVN. I don't know what it wants to do, but it may want to push all the way up to 40. Gonna break highs and just start running. Oh, should have held that one too. Trade my P&L a little bit here. Don't really want to take a loss. It's late in the day because I feel like it'll put me, I don't know, I feel like I'm in a good spot. Just trade my P&L, which is never a good sign. So what I tend to do is when my P&L gets up there, I tend to take more scalp trades. So I just don't hold them for, as long. Even I don't hold them for that long anyway, but particularly right now. You can see here we're coming up. I don't know if you can even see this on your screen, but if we look at a 1 hour chart, these pre-market highs, we're coming to this big resistance zone. You can see it up here. I think price is going to get sucked up there. There's probably some liquidity sitting up right above it. It wants to eat up. And will it make a move up to 700? Be a big move. Man, that would be bullish. I wanted to show you the 4 hour chart over here, what we got going on. You can see that zone we drew out in pre-market. I mean, I'm just going to say the zone was pretty accurate. That support zone we drew out was pretty accurate. Pushing right off of it. Now coming up to these pre-market highs. We get through that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to want to push up to this top of this range up here. That would be probably its next level. Its next supply, demand. I don't know what that is. What is that? A supply demand zone? I always get these mixed up. Sell side, buy side liquidity. I don't know. This resistance. It's just stupid. It's just resistance. That's what it is. It's resistance. But yeah, there's probably a bunch of orders sitting up here. Just go do a liquidity grab. It's probably going to do a liquidity grab here, and then you may see that pop. Should take a stab at a long here up to 40. I don't know. Feel like it's too easy. All right, guys, went long again here. Let me see if this thing wants to make a new high. Nice little bullish candle there on the 1 minute. It's using what was resistance, now is support. Let's see if we get a push right above that new make. Just makes a new quick high, and then we'll probably just get out of it. Looks like it's opened up to 72. I don't know. At some point it's going to want to fall, and I don't really particularly want to be stuck holding the bag with it. It's got one more little push up. Stops way down here, but I mean, I can move. I'm really just watching the order flow. Looks like if this was just starting to drop here, I'd probably just close out of it. Advanced decline looks bullish. Time and sales looks good. Let's see why this thing wouldn't make one more move up. Go. All right, I think that might be it for me trading at the moment. You want to go 78? I may watch this thing for another hot minute and see if we can't find something else. Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna call it quits on that. We did get that last push up, but now it's kind of breaking these kind of lows here. I don't know. It just kind of seems like it's running out of steam for me anyway. Advanced declines turning red. I know time and sales is a little green, but anyways, I've probably been staring at this too long. 1255, 1255. Remember, guys, we're only trading one contract. It's one contract, so that I would say is pretty good for one contract. Come on. A lot of people you see on the YouTube are trading 10 contracts, 5 contracts, 10 contracts, 15 contracts. So this is pretty minimal risk. I think a pretty good return on, intraday margin on that's only $1,000. So yeah, if you think about, well, whatever, I'm not going to get into the math. So yeah, bullish. I mean, it's just bullish, guys. Nasdaq NQ looks good. I was drawing up the daily while sitting here. You can kind of just see what it's trying to, it's at this resistance level. You can take this off here for a second. You can see that, descending trend line right here. How valid is it? I don't know. But I think if we get through that, if we bust up through these resistance levels, it's going to want to make a run at 18,000. Nice psych level, I guess. Or, even higher. We are in this up channel. So until I think you break these swing lows and it begins to put in a lower low, it's a bull market. And you just need to trade it like that, particularly with swing stocks and things. Anyways, I won't be able to end on anything insightful per usual. I've got several things scrambling in my brain right now. You can see those low volume notes kind of holding. Is it a fair value gap? Is it a low volume note? Is it I don't know what this thing over here is holding. Maybe we're going to push up and come up to 73. I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's going to be a beautiful day here in the Midwest this weekend. Geez, in the 50s in February, early February, we're going to be in the 50s. So I'm going to go out right now. I'm going to go for a run and enjoy this nice Friday afternoon. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend as well. Get off those charts. Go enjoy life. Don't be glued to them. And hopefully I will see you guys back here. Take care, guys. Bye.